Yeah, so Rishikesh, you have to join by 8, okay? As you joined at the last minute and then you did not get the chance. So that will continue every Sunday, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you can participate and even you can improve your English as well. And not only he like anyone, okay? And like on Saturday, I'll let you know the topic. Yes, sir. And apart from that, one more thing, what I'm planning is like to provide some useful knowledge on Sundays, half an hour of session, and then as usual, the 40 minutes of PD. Pankaj has participated very well. Good. Pankaj.
Thank you, sir.
But you are not visible, like you did not.
Sir, I am an outside of room.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
and or else we can do one thing, we can change the timing. Instead of 8 to 9, we can have 7 to 8. That would be good.
सर 9 to 10 कर सही रहेगा.
9 to 10? 9 to
Yes.
10, like as people they said they used to stay in hostel and they have to take food.
No, sir. 8 to 9 and dinner, sir.
8 to 9?
Dinner.
Okay, then we'll plan the 9 to 9:40 or whatever the time.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The last 15 minutes, so like in case if you have any queries, then on install it.
Okay, sir.
So let's start. So as I hope you have written the answers for this, but whereas I told I am going to tell you the easiest way. So that Sunday one is like, it is similar to the concept I told you, like
Yes,
even with the course and after the course,
Yes, sir.
like LIC policy. What is that? Pankaj, Jindagi ke saath bhi?
जिंदगी की बात नहीं.
Like, so with the course and even after the course.
Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
Huh?
After course continue, sir. ये 9 to 10.
That's it. Earlier, like 2 years ago, I used to take later on as I saw like students, they were like keep on connecting and then again they're going. So what we'll do, like we'll just take in the people from just for within 10 minutes, those who log in, and then after we'll continue with only those. Because in between, if they join and that shows that they are, it's a disrespect to others as well and not being punctual to the time. So we'll follow that and let's see. And you know, during the course, people they show more interest, but after the course, they feel that okay, I have learned many more things. So what to do and let's.
Left out.
So like it's my job to like provide you all the like useful and suitable things. So I'll just provide you the things quite useful, and that one is going on without grammar one. But the recording I did not upload. Only the first one I have uploaded. Second one possibly like today or tomorrow or in future. Yeah, so let's go through this rule that which you have learned in your college days or school days related to this one articles, and it's here. He is a good student, and what the rule it says, if the first letter is consonant and the first sound is consonant. So have a look. See, my first letter is consonant. And even my first sound has to be consonant. Then I need to use A. Okay. If my first letter is consonant, but the sound is vowel, like after the blank, if you find H, but in this H is silent. So as we pronounce honest, not honest, honest. Okay. So due to that, I have to use an. Whereas the third rule, it says, if my first letter is vowel, and my first sound is consonant. If my first letter is vowel and first sound is consonant, like university, A, then I have to use A. If my first letter is vowel and my first sound is also vowel, then I have to use an, like apple, an apple I need to say. Hope you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is like anyone from electronics, electrical.
And sir, from electronics and communication.
Even in your mathematics, I guess you might have studied about the and, the not.
Yes, sir. And gate, NOR gate, XOR
Even
gate.
in the sets, not sets. What is the chapter? I just forgot.
Matrices, sir.
Whereas you are
Union.
going to, huh?
Matrices, sir. In
Yes,
union
not
intersection.
matrix. I just forgot the name of the chapter. Like it is related to this and not in mathematics as well, apart from electronics. So
Sir,
here,
operator, can we say operator, XOR gate, AND gate, NOR gate, just like?
so in operator in programming exists. I just forgot. Nowadays, I can't find that particular chapter in the, like, due to the change. But when I was studying, like it was the first chapter, and you are going to get, and even it is correlated to probability as well. Whereas, like you are going to get three things, and based on that, you need to apply the gates. Wholly, it was a part of number system, and now it's like totally they have removed that. And nowadays, as you can find in the electronics or in the operators as well, in the program.
Gate or gate only, sir.
Yeah, so this is that is similar to CC, CV. I mean, this one. Like if you have two things, so what are the possibilities? Even you can correlate with the permutation as well. So if it is CC, then you have to write A. If it is CV, then you have to write an. If it is VC, then A, and if it is VV, then an.
Yeah, like 10010111.
Yes. So this is what, like in your school days or in your college, you have studied. Now let's take it out to what extent you understood. Once again, go back to. Yeah, so what's gonna be my answer according to that rule? Yeah, do one thing. First, make a note of this, then we'll discuss. Note it down. By the way, everyone understood this trick?
Understood, sir. But while talking to apply, it is very difficult, sir.
We cannot remember, sir, this type of things, sir. CC and CV and VC, just like.
Not heard, Avinash?
No, sir, I can understand, but whenever we are speaking, we cannot recall it, sir.
Because this is given in your grammar book.
Yes, sir.
No worries. In case if you are not able to implement this, then we'll go with the easiest one.
Yes, sir.
Everyone? So here we go. Yes, so let's try to implement. What gonna be my first answer?
Please,
So which rule it is? CC or like first or second or third or fourth?
sponsor. Sorry.
The first
CC, sir.
CC.
The
Yeah, so it is A. How about second one? It follows. First letter is vowel.
Sir, VV.
CV, sir.
CV.
No, sir, VV, sir.
No, it is
VV,
VV.
sir.
Vowel sound and vowel.
Then third one,
CC, sir.
CC.
No, sir. It say sounds like different.
Soft. CC.
See, after the blank, the first letter. After the blank, the first letter.
CC.
CC, sir.
CC, sir.
Then
CC.
CV,
No, CC.
CC. Next,
CC, sir.
Yeah, CC.
next,
CV, sir.
CB.
PV.
CV. Okay. Next,
No. VV.
huh?
VV.
PC, sir.
CV. If you are saying
VC,
VC,
BC, sir.
let's try to put them. Next,
CB, sir.
VC. VC.
VC. It means the vowel and then consonant.
Consonant sound.
So A or N, according to that.
A.
VV, sir.
VV.
Yes.
CV.
VV,
Yes.
sir.
VV, sir.
Next, tenth one.
CB,
CV.
sir.
CV.
CB. Yes, sir.
Mm.
N or A.
A.
N.
N, sir. Sir,
N.
N.
Next,
Sir, what we call, sir? Eucalyptus.
eucalyptus.
U.
VV, sir.
Huh?
VV. An.
Sir, VC, sir. VC.
Let me write.
VC.
Next,
VC, sir. CB, sir. CB, sir.
CV.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, CV.
CC.
Don't know.
CC, sir.
13th one.
CC, sir.
VC.
CC.
CC, sir.
CC.
VC. So what's the option? A or N?
Sir, we cannot use
Yes,
anything,
sir.
sir. No, sir. We cannot use, sir.
Okay.
Next,
CB, sir.
CV. According to that, A or N?
N,
And-
sir.
N.
CC, sir.
CC.
CC, sir.
CC.
See, like even after going through this trick, there are few mistakes. And even there are few two options for the given. Now let's discuss. How many of you are confident that whatever the answer I said is right? No one?
I am now right in 7 and 13.
Yes, no, I am not confident with 13, sir.
13. Wrong, sir.
15.
7:30.
Let's see. Let me tell you one important thing. Article is only used in case of noun, the first thing. And here it's not a noun.
Yes, sir.
If there is any good boy, girl, person, then I have to use article. So do remember, if I say he is bad, so you should not say he is a bad. If I say he is a bad boy or bad person, then I have to use a or an accordingly. Okay. In such cases, do remember, article is only if there is a noun, and that too singular noun. Singular noun, everyone knows.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And even in singular noun, there is specific, singular, countable, common noun. And what is the meaning of this? Common. What is the meaning of common noun?
So just like boy, girl.
Everyone knows noun.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is noun?
Noun is the name, sir. Anything name.
Naming word. Name, place.
So instead of going the full definition, okay.
Yes, sir.
So across the universe, anything it can be, anything which can be done. And thus, the noun and article, it has a correlation. Let's try to find out. Noun is divided into how many parts?
5.
Noun, pronoun.
5.
Okay, 5. Very good. And for our easiness, what we did, we have divided into
Countable and uncountable.
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 So for our easiness, we are divided noun into 2, and those 2 are further divided into 2 more. Let's see what is that. In countable, what do you understand by countable? Something which we can count. It means the names. In this, we have proper, which we'll discuss. Then we have common. Then we have, and in uncountable, what are the things that we have? Material and
Rest.
now here is a point. Countable, it means something which we can count. And whereas article is only used with the countable nouns, not with uncountable nouns. Okay. Now, what's the meaning of this? Article, what is the meaning of a or an? A means one, and means one. The is used for the specific purpose that I'll let you know very soon. So just remember, article is mainly used in case of countable noun. And what are those things? Those are proper, common, and collective. Now let's try to understand what is the meaning of proper, one by one. Proper means something which is unique. For example, as you order something from Amazon or Flipkart or any, let's say e-commerce, what you do, you provide your address. Let's say if your address is Amirpet, Hyderabad, let's say. So in case if you write only Amirpet and you don't mention the street, even if you have mentioned the street, let's say, I mean the colony, and you have not mentioned your room number, will you get your parcel?
No, sir.
The reason behind is that in case if that delivery person is so patient enough, then he may just keep on searching, he may waste some 1 hour and then you may get. But nowadays the delivery boys are not that patient enough. If they don't find, simply they write not found. Okay. So proper, it means something unique. So all the unique things in the world. Unique, everyone knows?
Only one, sir.
Only one. For example, like primary, very primary. Everyone is aware of festival.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like as you mentioned about primary key, that's the reason I thought that you are aware of now.
Primary key.
So I do remember like 8 years ago. So something which is only one and only one, okay? Like your name. So you are unique. Why? Because you have the Aadhaar card, the unique ID. In the same way, in case of let's say Taj Mahal, the Statue of Unity, then followed by India Gate, then the Great Wall of China, then Eiffel Tower, like something which is only one. So those things comes under proper noun. And with these unique things, we never use a or an. Okay. So we don't use a or an. What do we use? We use only the. That we'll discuss further. So when we use a or an, so we use a or an only in case of common noun and collective noun. So what is common noun and collective noun? Let's see. Common noun is nothing but something like instead of saying the name, we are using their like community related. For example, if I want to say like individually the name, so I may say students or I may say boys. So instead of particularly mentioning, I'm just taking the whole community of that. Like instead of saying any particular cow, I am going to say cow. Okay? Instead of saying any particular breed of a dog like German Shepherd or any other, I'm just going to say dog. So here, instead of using the name, I'm going to use the community of that. And there I have to use a or an. Like if I say boy, so what I'm gonna use? He is a boy. Whereas boy is a common. I can say like anyone, any person who just has the masculine gender, I may use boy or even man. So the important thing is that we use a or an with common noun. And even in common noun, we use specifically in case of plural, sorry, singular. Here can I say there are a boys?
No, sir.
So even in common noun, even in case of common noun, particularly in case of singular. Everyone knows singular, plural?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is singular. In case of singular, we use a or an. But in case of plural, we don't use a or an. Hope you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
Like she is a girl, but I can't say they are a girls. This is a cow. This is an aeroplane, but I can't say these are aeroplanes. These are an aeroplanes. I can't say. So hope you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
So we use a or an only in case of countable noun, and in case of countable noun, particularly in case of common noun and collective noun. So collective noun we'll see. Even in common noun, we use only in case of singular countable noun. Clear with this idea?
Yes, sir.
Now we are heading towards collective noun. So do you remember in the worksheet we have done a block of houses?
Yes, sir.
So collective, just go through that sheet once, everyone. So what is the first one? Page number 6, I guess.
Yes, sir. find a set of rules just
Set
like
of rules.
Set of,
rules.
A
So,
block of
A-
houses
okay, block of houses, or even let's say an album.
of
Of
photos.
photos.
So instead of using set of rules, why I'm using a set? Because I'm combining everything into one, everything as a whole. Then instead of saying photos, I'm just combining everything in an album, and then I'm representing an album. It means one album of photos. A set of rules, it means one set of rules. In the same way, like I could say a herd of sheep. So there is one herd, only one herd. So in order to represent one, I mean the whole group, as we may say, an army of soldiers. Okay, so all the soldiers are grouped into one army. Hope you are getting the point, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So a or an is used only in case of common and collective noun. Now it's clear,
Yes, sir.
and we don't use in case of uncountable noun. Like what are the material noun? Material noun is nothing but oil.
Name of substance.
Can I
or-
say this is a oil or water?
No, sir.
Bring me, like as we may say, a glass of water. What do we say? Bring me a water. Even here, abstract noun is nothing but honesty. So can I say he is an honesty person? Honest person, we say. But honesty or goodness or happiness. So in case of uncountable noun, we don't use a or an, or we only use in case of common and collective. Now you got where actually we use. Then after I'll tell you which one actually we have to use.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's the reason why here, as you can see, good. After good, so good is which noun? It's not a noun at all. But if I write
Adjective,
here,
sir.
person. Person is a common noun.
Yes, sir.
Abstract noun is not required. Okay. Abstract is nothing but something, the inner quality, inner thing that no one can see. If I say he is an honesty person, that's wrong. He is an honest person, we have to say. Honesty is the best policy. But do we say honesty is the best policy? No. Because honesty is something which is instilled in ourselves, which we have. As we say, he is a very kind person, and his kindness is known to all. So can you see his kindness? No. So the things that you can't see, like can you see anyone's honesty? Okay.
No, sir.
So that is nothing but abstract. And with those things, we should not use a or an. We should not use a or an. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, just make a note of this. Then after I'll tell you when to use a, when to use an.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Ah.
Sir, can we write, sir, under countable proper noun?
Huh?
Because, sir, proper noun cannot be count, sir. I think so. Just like my name is Avinash. So Avinash is a proper noun. So we cannot count. So that types of
Why
doubts.
can't you? Like it is only one, and I can count. Countable
sir, come
means
again, sir.
something which you can count. Like if I say, how many wonders do we have in the world? So how many wonders we have? 7 wonders. Getting the point, Avinash?
No, sir. Again, I'm not getting, sir.
If I say how many wonders we have in the world, so we have 7 wonders, and even we can count all those 7 wonders, and all the 7 wonders in
Yeah,
the world
sir.
are unique, like Taj Mahal. Then after
Right.
what else? Great Wall of China.
Red Fort, sir.
No, Red Fort is not in the world.
Okay.
In the world,
in
for
world.
example, as I'm saying. Okay. Even if I say, tell me about the continents of India, sorry, world. So even
Yes,
you
sir.
can count, even though they are unique. Tell me
There are
about
7
the oceans.
continents, right?
Okay. So you
Yes,
may say
4
like 5,
oceans.
you may say 7.
Positions.
Got it. So even if I ask, like, tell me about the number of states, so they are unique. They come under proper noun,
29 states.
but
Yes.
even you can count.
Okay. Right, sir.
So is it done?
Sir,
Yes,
for the
sir.
common, there is one more slide. No, sir.
Common noun. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yes,
one
sir.
is done, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Uh, 3 years ago, while I was teaching, there were two aspirants who were preparing for the UPSC, and like even they passed out from RJTU. Anyone is aware of RJTU?
No,
Sir,
sir.
I heard sir RGPV, sir, but RGT.
So Rajasthan Technical.
Rajasthan.
So from there, and like to them, like actually I have taught in a very different manner, and that I recall today. It was like quite related to the French Revolution, then followed by the World War. So in that concept, I taught them English. They said like, sir, actually like even we want to make the PPT on the same. Then I said, yeah, sure you can. So everything like changed into that particular concept.
This explanation I never before listened, sir.
Which one?
This article explanation. Like there are 5 parts of noun, and the difference between proper, common, collective.
See, in depth, people that don't like to tell, because even they like, I don't say they are not aware of, they might be aware of. And due to like, as you grow further, like even if you'll see the education system, has anyone analyzed the education system? By the way?
No, sir.
Today, as I was traveling, so I saw a student was reading like inter people, they have exam, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So he was
Yes,
just studying about the optics. And as I was looking him, and he was just turning the pages and just trying to cram that. Okay, this diagram, this. Then I said, what you're doing? Then he said, like, I have exam and I'm just trying to learn. Then I said, this is not the way you have to learn. You have to understand, okay, if the like light comes, so when whether it will be the rare image or the like imaginary one. So then he said, no, my teacher did not tell all those. They said like, this is important question and you have to learn. Then I just thought not to argue with these people because they may not understand the site, and let them. So the thing is, whatever you learn, the next step is gonna be the detailed version of that. Like till your 10th, you have learned physics, chemistry, and bio. Okay. Then once you get into your +1, you get the vast of physics, you get the vastness, and not something new, the same thing. Like if you are from PCM or MTC, in physics or in chemistry, you'll find the elements, they are divided into organic, inorganic. If you go with the BSc in chemistry, again you'll find that the organic or inorganic in detail. If you go, so the same thing in detail you are going to. So even here, the article, like if you will be in the lower classes, they'll teach in this way. Like, okay, whenever you find A, E, I, O, U, you have to write an. Wherever you find consonant, you have to put A. Again, as you go ahead, they teach the way, what I told, V, 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 C. It will go further, then they have to teach, but fortunately or unfortunately, may or may not have thought. But this is the actual thing behind that. Okay, in
Yes,
case of
sir. Mostly teachers miss our course not properly learned.
so even it depends, like as we blame to the teachers, but sometimes I do understand that even the same teacher who teaches at different places may, like as I saw a person like he was just preparing for some competitive, I think for NDA. Everyone knows NDA.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So he was just preparing, and like it's been in the very past, like 10 years ago. So he was just preparing for that, and at the same time, the economic condition was not good. So even he started doing the part-time job as well. Whereas he just used to spend 1 hour, and hardly he used to get some 1,000 or 2,000, I guess. So then I said, like, you have a lot of knowledge, but why don't you teach them in detail? Then he said, see, as I get only this much, and if I provide them more, even though they are not able to digest, so what is the use? So sometimes, people, even they work according to the wages as well. And thus we said, this is best school, this is not best school. The same thing, it goes on. So even it impacts sometimes. Okay, and people even, they go with the interest based on the like income as well, or based on the interest. Whereas the actual thing, that article must be taught in this way. So now you got why we
Yes.
have to learn noun. So this is one of the reasons why we have to learn noun, whereas it has a connection with article. Now let's go through when we have to use a, when we have to use and, when we have to use the. One by one we'll discuss. Again, we'll come to the noun. So a or and you understood when we have to use.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly when we have to use. Now we are heading towards. Everyone is ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But before that, there is a question. How many of you know Hindi? Writing.
I know, sir.
I know, sir.
Like to gear.
What, sir?
से लेकर gear तक. Writing. Everyone knows?
No,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in Telugu as well. Like Shiva, I.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Atu Bandira.
To Bandira. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So mostly, like, I'm going to take these two major languages, because even if you're from Maharashtra, the script you write in Hindi as well. And this particular thing, as I have analyzed, and the story, it goes back to like 4 years ago, when I was taking a session of one of the person. He is working Dr. Reddy. So at that particular time, he said, sir, like, I just taught the first one, the trick, the rule. So he said, sir, literally speaking, I did not understand this PC, CC, and other. Then I said, this is what it's given in your book. Then he said, sorry, sir, but I did not. Then I said, just give me this one day, and I'll try to find something. And then I went on like thought, and then I came up with this thing. Even later on, I came to know in North it's done. And later on, after analyzing, I found that the same rule, it is applicable in all the languages, including Tamil and Malayalam and Odia, all the languages, including Urdu and Sanskrit. So let's see. And before that, yeah, how many letters do we have in Telugu, Shiva?
56, sir.
56. Are you
Yes, sir.
sure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in Hindi?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. In Hindi, Avinash?
No, sir. I don't know, sir.
Who knows? Yeah, Chandan.
Same, sir. 56.
56.
55, I think.
Swar and Vyanjan.
25, 11, 36.
35 है कि 36 है?
क्या सर?
कितने होते हैं व्यंजन?
स्वर और व्यंजन मिला के ना?
स्वर कितने व्यंजन की?
तो ये इधर 11 हो गया और और
One,
25, 36 इधर हो गया।
52.
Yeah, in Telugu,
Exactly.
Shiva,
Sir.
Achulu and Halulu. Are you aware of Achulu, Halulu?
Yeah, I know that, sir, but I don't know count.
I think, sir, total 52, sir, in Hindi side. 13 swar and 39 consonants, sir. Yes,
The 23.
total 52, sir.
So even though like you people have spoken Hindi and every day you are speaking, whereas Telugu as well, Shiva, you are speaking at your home. 51 Malhari is saying 6. But in case if I ask in English, you will get the right answer. That is 26.
Yes, sir.
So the important factor I hope you are getting. And the rule is based on this. Okay. By the way, if I show you the letter, easily you can recognize whether it is Swar or Vyanjan, Achulu or Halulu.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
वो तो शायद पता हो जाएगा सबको. Okay. So the rule is so simple. Let's see. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So actually it is how I have to write. Even I have written O. So if the after the blank, if the sound of my first letter is between, like after the blank, first of all, what you have to do, you have to find whether it is common noun, and if even in common noun, it is countable or not. So this is countable because student. So after the blank, if my first letter's first sound is between to ow, as you can see, to ow or to ow, then what I have to use?
And
And
Only the sound, first letter, first sound after the blank. If the first letter's first sound is between ka to ksha, okay, then I have to use a.
A.
Hope you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Now let's do the experiment. So here first letter, first sound is between to a or ka to ksha.
Katusha.
Ka to ksha. So what I have to use?
A.
A.
Then to ow or ka to ksha.
To ow, sir.
Oh,
Or
Then
and.
and this one.
Katusha, sir.
So, okay, only sound. What is sound? R.
sure.
A or N?
Sir.
Third number.
A, sir.
Third number, sorry. A.
Mm.
This one, T. T is between Ka to Ksha.
Yes.
Or to sir. A.
This is sound.
As to O.
Or to O.
N. N.
Okay. Sound.
Ka to cha.
No.
U. Yeah.
Everyone knows the sound of U.
Yes, sir.
Ya mein U ki matra. Okay, so yeah, Shiva.
Sir,
Vayu ki
in
matra,
Telugu
sir.
there are U and U, sir.
No, this is Ya ki komu.
Yeah. So
U.
A, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so only the first sound. Even
Okay.
you don't have to go with the matra. Okay,
Okay,
no
sir.
good in that. So according to that, it is A or N.
A,
A,
sir.
sir.
A, sir.
Obviously. This one.
A. Ka to cha.
So if you know pronunciation, easily you can do. And okay, MLA. What is the first sound?
A.
A.
So A, you know everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And
And okay. Next,
U.
A or N.
Sir. A.
A.
yes, sir.
Eucalyptus. A or
A.
N.
A.
Yes.
N. A, sir.
A. Only the sound you need to have. Next,
And
N.
A.
N, sir.
R.
Our.
N.
Uh,
Next,
A.
A, sir.
now it will become A. As we have added. Next,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. N.
And,
sir.
and, sir.
N, sir. A, fire.
next, A.
A, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you got the point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is like learn the pronunciation and get your answer.
Sir, what we called, sir, hotel? Yeah, hotel.
Actually, the right pronunciation is hotel, but even in India it become hotel.
Right pronunciation is
Be
hotel.
silent. H has to be a little bit silent, but due to the Indian version, it became hotel.
Okay, sir. Same, sir. Question, sir. Station. Citation. Citation or station.
Station.
Sir, in some books, sir, write, sir, citation, sir.
Yeah,
CITATION.
they write scale as well. The like half
School.
and then okay. But actually, it is scale, school, station, stationary.
Okay.
Moreover, like you know how you can improve your pronunciation further by learning the foreign languages. For example, let's say if I say German, so welches Sprachen. Okay, so even it like at the beginning, even I was not aware of, or even you can do one thing, just go through the longest words in English, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So if you'll go through these words, so easily you can pronounce them, like floxinoxynihilipilification. By the way, everyone knows the
meaning
meaning.
of this word, sir?
I don't
No,
know
sir.
meaning, sir.
No, sir.
In shorts, everyone used to talk.
The word is floxinoxynihilipilification. And the meaning is worthless. So if somebody asks, how is it? And if you don't like to say worthless, then you can use it. So such things we'll discuss on Sunday in our like free session. We'll discuss. Yeah. So now you got the point, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just make a note of this. Yeah, so this concept is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So it's like just see and write the answer. And even it doesn't have any loophole, as I tried to find, but you can't. And even I did not. The only thing is that your base has to be clear, like common and singular form. A long time. Online media. Yeah, so done everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Hindi people just write the Hindi one and Telugu people can write the Telugu one. So even for learning this article, you don't have to learn the Telugu letters. By the way, one thing that you know, Telugu is a bit difficult than Hindi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, the difficulty is not in learning. The difficulty is in writing, because in Hindi we have the matra from a to oh, I mean only till aha. But in Telugu we have the matra from a to gya, that is bandira. So
Yes, sir.
even for that we have the matra. And that makes a bit difficult, like when to, like while writing Charminar, when I don't understand when to keep Dara and anyhow, like I just learned by hook or crook. The reading I just understood how to read Telugu, and writing as well a little. So understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
So in our next class, I'll let you know when to use the and where to use, like where to use and when to use the. So almost it has 50 odd rules, but I will mix up all those, and I'll just take into 3 major rules of this. Okay. So what you have to do according to, like, what is the schedule for tomorrow?
Sir, today and tomorrow storytelling, sir.
Storytelling. Okay. So today and tomorrow, as we have the storytelling, so you have to tell your own story. Okay.
Also, you
Not-
given the homework, sir, with by using all modal auxiliary verbs, we need
Okay,
to
even
say
that
the-
is done.
yes, sir. Tomorrow we cover both, sir.
So we'll cover both, and do remind me after the it will hardly take 5 minutes. Then after we'll have this.
So what is the tomorrow homework, sir? What
Tomorrow
will be?
homework is the storytelling, but your story,
Okay.
your own story, not the story from that app or something. Something that no one has listened or no one has heard. And once you say something new, so everyone wants to listen. Okay,
Okay, sir.
clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
You want to learn one more language, Korean, and which one is good? So it depends, Samiksha, like mostly if you can go with Japanese, so people we have, when compared to Korean. Yeah, Korean, that BTS is very famous band. So if you want to become a singer, then you can learn Korean. If you want to explore, then you can learn Japanese.
Sir, if I want to learn any international language for professional use, which is better, sir? Spanish, French,
But professional German, I would say.
German. Okay.
Only for exploring purpose, then you can learn French or Spanish. If you can learn French, so in Canada, you'll get the PR very soon. But in case if you want to learn in terms of earning money, let's say, I mean, about your future, then German. Why? Because most of the papers across the world are like published only in German. 60% of the papers, research papers,
Why, sir? Why not in English?
because they are doing.
Research.
If Chinese will do the research, so first they'll publish in their language. When we have like all the world famous university like Max Planck in Germany, so parallel like they are studying the Sanskrit and then they are coming into the German, and then later on the third copy we are getting into English and the other.
Okay. Okay.
So if you want the first copy, then you can learn German.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is all about today, and tomorrow, like in case if you have any further queries, so or else like the general questions, you can just note it down, and on Sunday we'll discuss.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you all and have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.